Hello and a very good evening to you. Welcome to Cafe Clairvoyance, the show that inspires spirituality. We like to give you the news from the energy sources rather than the media or services like this. We also like to do little mini readings for you, engage you in conversation and get you guys talking with each other, waving to each other, doing all sorts here. So welcome to the show. Welcome to Cafe Clairvoyance, whether you live there or perhaps you live there. Wherever it is, welcome to the show. Lovely, lovely, lovely to see you. And loads to talk to you about today, what's going on in the show. And Helen Grady's on. Just let's say hello, Helen. Lovely to see you. And just to apologise earlier on, we had a few technical issues to do with sound, but that's all sorted out now. So hopefully you can hear us loud and clear. And it's lovely to see you guys. It's just fabulous. We love doing this show. We love seeing the show here. And it's absolutely lovely to see you. So I think, first of all, we need to give you one of these. And I think we also need to do just a second little introduction and also tell you what's going on, what's happened last week and the guests that are on this week are some very special guests. Yeah, so we'll be keeping you up to date with all that information there. Anyway, right, so here we go. Let's go and put an intro music on and welcome you along to the show here. And yes, don't forget, share, like, and post. Yes, share, like, and post. That's all you've got to do. Yes, share, like, and post. Just let people know we're out there. And big hug to you this evening. It's a nice evening wherever you are. Anyway, let's get going. How are you? I hope you're well, folks. I hope you're really well out there, having a great weekend, whatever you're doing. And if you're here in Spain, you may be a little bit excited, maybe a little bit cautious. But over in Spain now, we're actually opening the doors to be able to go out into phase one. And phase one is our ability to go into local community. We can go to cafes and bars, providing you hold everything on a long stick. It's not quite as bad as that, but it feels like it, doesn't it? Anyway, welcome to you. Welcome to you. It's absolutely lovely to see you. And already loads of people on the show. Hello, hello, hello. And who we got to say here? Oh, look, Helen says hello. Hello, Helen. Lovely to see you. And with who's up there in the north of England. Well, she wouldn't say the real north, but she's up that way. Anyway, and we also want to say hello to Eleni. Eleni, hello, Phil and Deborah. Now, why is it that Deborah gets a capital D and I don't? Is that something I've done? Sorry if I offended everyone. Anyway, and hi Emma, lovely to see you too. And she's up there in the sunny realms of Houghton Regis near Dunstable or near Luton, if you know that area. And to Sarah, who is just around the corner from here. And also, it's always nice to have this particular lady on the show here. She's called the producer. She's the one who keeps the show busy in the background. She's the one who makes this go out live everywhere. And this is the producer, Cafe Clairvoyance, and to Deborah. So I want to say a bit of a hoot to the producer. And why don't we say a little bit of a hello to all you guys? Yes. And if you're having a lovely day, this is just for you. Yes, if it's your birthday as well. We'll do that as well. How's that? If it's your birthday. And, we got loads of people coming on this evening. Let's just have a lay here. We want to say hello to Kat. Hello, Kat. Nice to speak to you this evening. And Joe Gardner's online. Lovely to see you too. And Karen Canavan's on the line too. Now Karen here asked us to read out on the show here a little quote. She actually asked a question on what to do. And we also love to invite you guys here just to give your insight about what you would like, how you, when I go into this question shortly, how you deal with a particular situation. And okay, we have, lovely, live from Guernsey, Mary Zaka. I hope I pronounced that right. If I've pronounced it wrong, I do apologise. And you also got Deb Bowbridge from Surrey, all the way down in sunny Surrey. And of course, there is only one. She is the one here who works on social media. She is the one who helps people to broadcast out to the world. Some say that she was born with social media. Other people say other things, but here she is. Mila Z. Mila Z, fantastic lady. If you guys want to know how to get on social media, how to turn your business around, then speak to this lady. I'll put her up again a bit later on here. But I can only say here, I mean, Sarah Katrina, this is the lady here I think you'll be very happy to meet. And, right, Jodie Smart, hello. We want to give a big shout out to the Oceana Club. So we're going to give a shout out to a few people here who are online, and we just want to make you feel very cozy, very warm. And you know how it is on a Sunday evening. I just want to feel nice and cozy. You just join a show like this and have loads and loads and loads of fun. Okay, right. Now, I would first of all just like to come back here. And there's so many people online today. Love to see you. But hang on a minute, guys. Guys, we've got 7 thumbs up. We've got 6 hearts. Now, we've got Rob Hunt is saying hello. We've also got Sonia saying hello. And I just check and see what the producer is up to at the moment, because I believe that there's quite a lot that she's actually on the phone lines talking to some of you guys at the moment, getting your information. Now I'm just going to listen in to see what the producer's up to. But if you guys understood that, that's fantastic. But anyway, there you go. Hello, Sonia. Sonia is up there in Luton. And who else got here? Oh, we've got Angelina Foot. Very, very nice. First time. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you, Angelina. Lovely to meet you. And we got Cheryl there. I'm from Dunstable in the sunny UK. So we're doing quite well so far. We're probably going to have a few people, which I think will come on the show in a little while, who are from Portugal. And maybe because this time of the evening, even the Americans are up. Yes. In fact, just in case they're not up, let's give you guys a little morning hoot. Just say good morning to you guys in America. That's it. They're probably getting up and they're going picking for their eggs, and they're going picking for the corn, and they're out there and they're running their lives right now. Anyway, right. Okay, so hello to you. I knew people love me. I just love you guys. You're fantastic. Right. Okay, so on the show tonight, we have a question here. Now, there is Karen Canavan. She asked a question here. She asked, when we become spiritual, do we absorb other people's energies when we are out shopping? What are your opinions, folks? And any tips or advice on spiritual self-protection? Now, I've got loads of different types of ideas here, but if any of you guys want to come out there with some ideas about how to protect yourself spiritually when you're out shopping, doing things like this here, then yes, by all means, write in, because I imagine a few of you got some tips. One particular tip, which was from quite a famous medium in America, and she was actually saying it. She says whenever she goes out, she puts a baseball cap on her head. Well, I'm glad it's on her head rather than anywhere else, but it's on her head, because what it does, the baseball cap then covers her third eye up here, and just protects her from then. And she finds, now this is one interesting thing here, I'd just like to say that any of you spiritual guys are out there, you probably find here that you do not mean to do this, but you find that everybody wants to come and chat to you. Not because you're spiritual, well, that's probably part of it anyway, well, it probably is the main part of it, is that people know there's, what's going on with you? What is it about you that's slightly different to everybody else? Well, there could be a spiritual side there. So, guys, write in. How do you protect yourselves here spiritually when out? Yes. Okay. So I've got to say that here. So hopefully that helps it. And quite a lot of noise going on in the background here. I tell you, a lot of noise. I mean, I went out today and it was just lovely hearing lovely country noises. Lovely to hear all that, isn't it? And what else got to hear now? And God, dear, so busy. The producer is so fit. She's running backwards and forwards, doing everything. Right, there we go. Anyway, okay, so where are we? We're now 7 minutes past 7 in Spain. It's been a funny old day here weather-wise. So if you're up there and it's sunny in the UK, hold on to it a little while, because we've been a bit of rain, a bit of everything, almost just about, and that's where it's been going. Anyway, so let's have a little chat here. On tonight's show, we have got an astrological update, which is going to come up first of all. And we've also got the spiritual wizard. He'll be giving us his talk in just a second. And then we're also going to crack on a bit later on after that and talk about past life regression. Past life regression, what's all this about? Why are we talking about this particular subject now? Well, this is really coming into the fore and people want to know about this. But anyway, just before we do that, oh, so many people online. Lovely to see you. Lovely. Big heart from us. Actually, big heart like this here, or if it's like that, that means a burger. That means you're about to have a burger, and that means you're about to love your burger. That means, yeah, so get used to that. Now, if you go down in the woods today, if you if you ever pop in Spain and you want to go down to the Oceana Club here is a fantastic place. It's not far from here. I'm over in Tierlada. It's not Calpe, just a bit up from Calpe, and fantastic place because they are so welcoming. They're going to open in a not too distant future, and the big airy place. You've got loads and loads of seating. I mean, even when it comes to 30% seating, or whatever it is, or 30% of people, there's still going to be hundreds of you there. It's so big, and it's beautiful, lovely people, lovely food, and also Jodie's online tonight, and she's a wonderful lady. And in fact, I think we ought to invite her on the show at some point because she also does a lot of work for charity. And but she's also very much into the spiritual side of life, and we always have a giggle, always do. It's lovely to see here 32 hearts already. You guys are so much love, yes, sending out love. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, right, okay, so anybody need a hair cutting? Yeah, I do. I definitely do. This lot here is getting far too long. And we're actually able to go to the barbers next week. It's exciting, isn't it? And guys talk about, I'm going to get my hair cut. I've been desperate to get their hairs cut. Now we can. There you go. Okay, so let's have a little talk here about where we're going this, because yes, all right, let's finish with the hairdresser now. Thank you very much. I have to think who that is now. I've got to get my a line there. So now, how have you been feeling out there? Because we recently had, and let's talk about a bit of astrology, because we recently had a full moon. The full moon was a Scorpio moon. And for some of you, I understand here, for some of you, it was pretty intense here. Scorpio is a water sign. It's also one of the most intense signs. And it doesn't mean to say you're a Scorpio, I think, oh, great, that means that I'm an intense person, more watery. No. What it means here is that you need to know things are right. You need to feel secure. And sometimes a moon like this, sometimes questions our security a little bit. Makes us feel like, are we safe? Are we all right? I mean, loved ones, emotions, things like this here. They are big love. But look at you doing this tonight. 39 hearts already. We feel the love. Anyway, so if you're got this energy around you and you're feeling a bit intense, it is a full moon. It is going to start moving on a little bit here. Well, what it's showing us though is there is a lot of new stuff coming up. Now, when we talk about things like past life regression, Scorpio is a fantastic sign sort of to relate this to, because it wants to go deeper and deeper and further back or further forwards, depending which way we're going. And some of the reasons why people are now talking about past life regression is not necessarily, it is part of the ancestral past in our lives here, to let go of old family ties going on the ancestral way and the old beliefs like the Victorian side, especially you've got grandparents there who are influencing you when you were younger. And I don't know what it is in Spain. Yes, we go back to the old regimes in Spain, don't we? And actually trying to think of his name. He was named here, who was the chap who was a ruler there. But that was pretty hard times, wasn't it? Anyway, but past life regression is to release this energy and where we have been to enable us to go forwards. Now, some of us are absolutely protesting about changing. And others here are just going here, hey guys, get on social media, get out there and start doing things, because this is where it's at. And so past life regression is a hypnotherapy-based ideal here. It also can be done through other ways here, but it's about letting go of old past energies in order for ourselves to come forwards. Because when we think here, especially astrologically, history-wise, the last time we had a shift like this goes all the way back to the Roman times. That's a bit of a long way back. Can you remember wearing those funny hair things and eating grapes and all that stuff and living in Rome? Yeah, if you could. Blimey, good for you. But no, this is sometimes, this is the era. This is how big this spiritual change is coming through now. This Saturn, Pluto, along with other energies which have been going on this year, and Neptune, which has been traveling in Pisces, is also helping us to go through this transition. So this is where we need to look at our lives and where we're going. This is where we're going to need to, and I'm going to be speaking about this over the next sort of few weeks or so to help you guys really get to grips and understand that we are having to let go. So like old jobs, old ways of living, that's going to go. Old ways of thinking has got to go. It's letting go of the old patriarchy, as my good friend Guillemar says on the astrology show on Wednesdays. And it's enabling us to be ourselves. You've got to get into our hearts. Got to into our hearts and start working from there. This limiting thinking that we used to have in the past here, and also how we used to match up to everybody who was doing better than everybody else. Forget it. Forget it. All going. Got to be ourselves here. This really is coming into this infinite side here. And so past life regression enables us to go back and release this, release the emotional cords, release the psychological cords, and to free us to feel free with new energy. And I'll be doing a lot of talk of this. Also working hypnosis and psychotherapy to help this, and NLP. Very much techniques for this, along with spirituality, to help us shift into the new times. New times here. It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's quite a big to take on there. Now let's have a look at some of your little old comments here. I always knew my past life right from when I was small. Deb, thank you very much. That must be absolutely fascinating. I must admit, I had some past life visions myself, and they were absolutely cracking. They really helped me to move forward to where I was going in my life now, especially one of them was in the war. And I got, yes, anyway, I'm not going too much in it, but I used to have a lot of throat problems. Where you want to connect with that is entirely up to you. The producer says here, looking forward to seeing you at the fabulous Oceana Club. Oceana Club, just look it up there. Jody and Franco, lovely people, terrific people. And we're also going here. So, my little flower pot says, there she is, Jody Smart. I'm your little flower pot. Thank you very, very much. Indeed you are. And there you go. There's the details there. So, just go. Is Oceana Club, please come and support us all. Thank you very much. So indeed we will. Right. Okay. Yes, I'll tell you all about it here. Right. This is Helen here. Helen, now we'll come back to that question to Karen Canavan, and she was saying here about this thing about protection here. And Helen says, who's also a medium, and we'll be talking a little bit her towards the end of the show. And but she's joining me on Tuesday because she's a medium herself, a cracking good medium, really good fun, lovely lady. And we will do a show purely on mediumship, and we'll be picking up messages and send them out to you guys there. Anyway, so Helen says, I imagine drawing a white light around myself, just like a ready brekkie V-man, or unzip a pink bubble, step inside it and zip it up. Works every time. I think she's mentioned the ready breck man. Yes, it's the typo bits. Yes, but they're like that up north. You know what I like up north. Anyway, so yes, now that's one thing to do is surround yourself there, Karen, into white light. Or anybody else who gets this experience when they go to shops, we often get bombarded by energy and come out going, why am I so exhausted? Because everybody there, supermarkets especially, are not always the most happiest of places, are they? Especially people trying to steer shopping trolleys and all sorts there. There ought to be licensing and testing for that, I tell you. And right, not that I'm any good. Anyway, so let's have a little look here. So we're gonna who else wants to come on here? Let's just have a little. Shall we have a little ding? Oh, a nice little ding, just to keep us so musical here. Right, Cafe Clairvoyance here. See, the producer says, she says, unleash your spiritual awesomeness. So there's a hashtag there. So this is what we want you to do. Love to do that. And we have the spiritual wizard. We're bringing him on very, very, very soon. We also got Christine, who comes from Alicante. Hello, Christine. And everybody's saying hello to each other. Isn't this so nice? It is so nice. And Jay says hello. Hello. Yes, and yes, Helen, you're quite right. The Reggie Breck man. We knew what you meant there. Anyway, lovely to see you guys. So let's give you a little bit of a round of applause. Okay, I think it's time. I think it's time for. Some people say he was born from the stars. Some people say he lives in Bedfordshire. Other people say he's just a wizard. Other people say his name is Robert, the spiritual wizard, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi everybody, Robert here, hope you're well. This week I would like to talk to you about past lives. Now I know not everybody believes in reincarnation, but I've had so many past life visions, both spontaneously and in regression sessions, it's hard for me not to believe. The very first visions I experienced came to me in very profound dreams. From the age of 10 and persisted throughout my teenage years. I believe it to be the life I lived just prior to this one. I would experience the dreams as if I was seen through the eyes of this person, walking into and hanging around a bar in Germany. I was basically an obnoxious drunk, and I was speaking fluent German, and met my end by the hands of someone I had seriously pissed off. The next one came many years later when my master spirit guide spontaneously connected with me during a meditation session, and upon further investigation it turned out we had lived together as master and student some 3,000 years ago in ancient China. Since then more and more have come through. I now have memories of ancient Japan, with the Cathars in France, as a sailor in medieval England, as a Templar knight, a rebel being chased by English redcoats in Scotland, and as a Native American at the massacre at Wounded Knee, to name but a few. It is my belief that these have come through because they have significantly affected me on a soul level, and I'm being asked to clear their emotional impact from my energy field as they are affecting me in this life. And that's why I don't remember such past lives as, say, a shepherd boy somewhere, only those that have significance. Now, I'm not going to go into an in-depth description of any particular one. Instead, I'm going to read you something I came across a few years ago called The Egg. Now, some of you may be familiar with this piece, but I think it describes almost perfectly why we have lived so many lives, and for me at least, comes closest to describing the meaning of life, as it describes very closely that which my guides have explained to me regarding the meaning of this experience. Now, if it doesn't resonate with you, just file it away for another day and move on. Don't get hung up on things you can't gel with. My hope is that at least it may get you thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, The Egg by Andy Weir. You were on your way home when you died. It was a car accident. Nothing particularly remarkable, but fatal nonetheless. You left behind a wife and 2 children. It was a painless death. The EMTs tried their best to save you, but to no avail. Your body was so utterly shattered you were better off, trust me. And that's when you met me. What happened, you asked? Where am I? You died, I said, matter-of-factly. No point in mincing words. There was a truck and it was skidding. Yep, I said. I died? Yep, but don't feel bad about it. Everyone dies, I said. You looked around. There was nothingness, just you and me. What is this place, you asked? Is this the afterlife? You looked at me with fascination. To you, I didn't look like God. I just looked like some man, or possibly a woman. Some vague authority figure maybe, more of a grammar school teacher than the Almighty. Don't worry, I said. They'll be fine. Your kids will remember you as perfect in every way. They didn't have time to grow contempt for you. Your wife will cry on the outside, but will be secretly relieved. To be fair, your marriage was falling apart. If it's any consolation, she'll feel very guilty for feeling relieved. Oh, you said. So what happens now? Do I go to heaven or hell or something? Neither, I said. You'll be reincarnated. Ah, you said, so the Hindus were right. All religions are right in their own way, I said. Walk with me. You followed along as we strode through the void. Where are we going? Nowhere in particular, I said. It's just nice to walk while we talk. So what's the point then, you asked? When I get reborn, I'll just be a blank slate, right? A baby, so all my experiences and everything I did in this life won't matter. Not so, I said. You have within you all the knowledge and experiences of all your past lives. You just don't remember them right now. I stopped walking and took you by the shoulders. Your soul is more magnificent, beautiful, and gigantic than you can possibly imagine. A human mind can only contain a tiny fraction of what you are. It's like sticking your finger in a glass of water to see if it's hot or cold. You put a tiny part of yourself into the vessel, and when you bring it back out, you've gained all the experiences it had. You've been in a human for the last 48 years, so you haven't stretched out yet and felt the rest of your immense consciousness. If we hung out here for long enough, you'd start remembering everything. But there's no point to doing that between each life. How many times have I been reincarnated then? Oh, lots and lots. And in lots of different lives, I said. This time around you'll be a Chinese peasant girl in 540 AD. Wait, what? You stammered. You're sending me back in time? Well, I guess technically time as you know it only exists in your universe. Things are different where I come from. Where you come from, you said. Oh sure, I explained, I come from somewhere else. And there are others like me. I know you'll want to know what it's like there, but honestly, you wouldn't understand. Oh, you said, a little let down. But wait, if I get reincarnated to other places in time, I could have interacted with myself at some point. Sure, happens all the time. And with both lives only aware of their own lifespan, you don't even know it's happening. So what's the point of it all? Seriously, I asked. Seriously, you're going to ask me the meaning of life? Isn't that a little stereotypical? Well, it's a reasonable question, you persisted. I looked you in the eye. The meaning of life, the reason I made this whole universe, is for you to mature. You mean mankind? You want us to mature? No, just you. I made this whole universe for you. With each new life you grow and mature and become a larger and greater intellect. Just me? What about everyone else? There is no one else, I said. In this universe there's just you and me. You stared blankly at me. But all the people on earth. All you, different incarnations of you. Wait, I'm everyone? Now you're getting it, I said with a congratulatory slap on the back. I'm every human being who ever lived, or who will ever live, yes. I'm Abraham Lincoln, and you're John Wilkes Booth too. I'm Hitler, you said, appalled, and you're the millions he killed. I'm Jesus, and you're everyone who followed him. You felt silent. Every time you victimized someone, I said, you are victimizing yourself. Every act of kindness you've done to yourself. Every happy and sad moment ever experienced by any human was or will be experienced by you. You thought for a long time. Why, you ask me? Why do all this? Because someday you will become like me. Because that's what you are. You're one of my kind. You're my child. Whoa, you said, incredulous. You mean I'm a god? No, not yet. You're a fetus. You're still growing. Once you've lived every human life throughout all time, you will have grown enough to be born. So the whole universe, you said, is just an egg, I answered. Now it's time for you to move on to your next life, and I sent you on your way. I hope you enjoyed that, and that at very least got the cogs whirring and got you asking questions. It's available online if you wish to read it. Just type in a search for The Egg. Love, light and peace, everyone. Bye for now.
Hello, welcome back again. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a lovely story, isn't it? Lovely story. It does get you thinking a little bit, doesn't it? And right, okay, so it's time to crack on with the show now. Let's have a look here. So very quickly, just have a look at the astrology here, and there's one point we need to be aware of, isn't it? There are 2 points, but mainly 1 point. Saturn, which was involved in the big influence of this major change that's come through in our lives here. I'm going to show this to clear transition here. Has been moving through Capricorn. It's gone to a point where it appears through our eyes, from where we are from Earth, that it's gone stationary. When it goes stationary here, it is then going to go into a retrograde. And when we go into a retrograde, we're retrograde here, there's what tends to happen is we tend to think about things. We tend to go back over the past there. Guys, it's lovely. All of you guys here, I mean, I'm moving on to the show here to get the next bit done, but all of you come back to say, wow, love that, Robert. Thank you very, very much. Let's come back to this and just say hello. We've got more people joining in the show now as well. But anyway, Robert, thank you very, very much. He's going to be on every Sunday. And Robert, they all love your voice. All in love with your voice. Isn't that lovely? So they all say, fabulous, thank you, Spiritual Wizard. And we've got Gail saying thank you. We got Cheryl saying thank you. And Mary says, oh no, not retrograde. Aha, hang on a minute. Helen says, love that man's voice, so soothing, so hypnotic. Would love to do a meditation with him. Well, I think we'll ask him very politely, the wizard, because he lives up in his little castle there in Bedfordshire. And yes, and you click heels together, click, and you go off to the castle to meet the wizard. Yes. Anyway, right. You just love these stories. Anyway, okay, so let's have a little look here. Now, Saturn, when it goes retrograde, is about to go backwards. It is very karmic. Well, we're going through karmic points in our life all the time, but Saturn really is a big influence on this. And so is Pluto. Pluto has already started to go retrograde. And now Saturn is stationary, and that will turn around and start to go backwards too, or the parent backwards. What this means here is that all we've progressed and learned so far, we're going back over to say, these are the bits we need to really understand and take in. This is the knowledge, the understanding, what we need. This is why past life regression is so good at this particular time, because it's going back over stuff we need to let go of. We've been pushed through these couple of months, even though we've been locked down, to change our thinking, to change our ways. But now what's happening is Saturn and Pluto going backwards, giving us the opportunity to say, so that's the ground we've covered. So that's what we've been doing. And then later on in the year, coming around to about September, these planets then start to turn around and come back the other way. Then we have a new, fresh approach. So although we have a little comment here going, oh no, it's going retrograde. Mary, I do like your comments. I'll put them on the screen in a minute. And although Mary says, oh no, not retrograde, actually, it takes the pressure off. There is a feeling of this, and some of you may be experiencing this now, that even though we have this quite intense moon, it is about taking the pressure off and going back over things. Just So I've got to go over that and just look at things, just get things in order. Even for business-wise, it's still good here. Even though some of you are about to open your doors to business, even though Saturn is retrograde and Pluto's retrograde, it will not harm your business in that sense. What it's going back to do here is to say here, okay, that's the way you used to work, but now what we're doing here, this is the way you're going to be working and how you're going to get adjusted to it and the things you're going to learn. Things you're going to learn here. And so this is the process we're going through. As I say here, the change in our lives now goes all the way back to the Roman times to where we are now. And the last time we had a virus like this was the 1918 flu, Spanish flu. And but we didn't have the knowledge then that we do have now. But that again was Saturn, Pluto together, but in the opposite sign of Cancer. This one's in Capricorn. And but what we'll see, though, is we'll see life to get a little bit easier. These restrictions, which Saturn's been implanting in us, starts to ease up a little bit. So hence we start to come outdoors. You'll find that everybody starts to learn. And I think here, this is why we're listening to ourselves more. Would you agree, guys? Would you agree, guys, out there? We start to listen to ourselves more because all the other sources out there, such as government, such as media, although they're doing their best, they're going, we don't really know what to say. Yes. No one knows really, do they? But we do know in our hearts, we do know in our consciousness, we do know in our spirits. So this is one of the wonderful times to connect with ourselves. Anyway, apart from that, let's crack on that. And but just to let you know, for those of you who've been just joined the show the very first time, this is Cafe Clairvoyance. This is a show that goes out 3 times a week. It goes out on a Sunday evening. It goes out on a Tuesday evening, and it goes out on a Wednesday morning. All the times are on the Facebook there. And this one here, we're on for at least half an hour. And I think it's about time we did some readings there. Isn't it about time? I think it's about time we got into that little bit there. Okay. The Spiritual Wizard's words will be available on the Cafe Clairvoyance page and Cafe Clairvoyance group. I've just been told by the producer. I just see what the producer's up to, see what she's doing. And yes, she's quite a busy lady, you know. Quite a busy lady. I mean, yes, I'm just listening. Yes. All right. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, right. Okay. 2 things here. Palmistry, hand reading. Interesting subject here. Here's something here to work out if you're sexy or not. You want to know this, don't you? One of the ways to work out if you're sexy. You could try this with other people. I guarantee it works. Now, work out you're sexy. 2 hands like this. And just put one hand on top of the other. That's it. One hand on top of the other. Now, I'd like you to look at which hand's on top. If your right hand is on top of your left hand, you're sexy. If your left hand is on top of your right hand, then you're left-handed. It means here that you do a lot of thinking. In which case, you think you're sexy. There you go. Try that one out on people. Yes, that keeps you going. Suspense, that one is, isn't it? Okay, so anything else I've got to tell you here just before we go? Right, so it's time to come on to your readings. Now, we've got loads of you here. I mean, look at the paper that's come through today, this week. Absolutely fabulous to hear from you guys. And let's start doing some readings here. Now, first one we got here, cracking name here. Let's go all the way over to Portugal. All the way over to Portugal here, to sunny Portugal. And it sounds like Eurovision, this, doesn't it? And Portugal, Lisbon, let's get your scores for the Eurovision. United Kingdom, 0 points. Anyway, right. Gonzo, your question here is I've got your numerology here, we've got your colour, we've got your question. And your question is quite a deep one here, is why has my father gone for so long? And it's interesting here because I thought here, is this too much of a deeper question to put on a show like this? Or can we actually answer it? And it's actually here, we can actually answer it. Because your numerology spells this out very, very quickly. You've got a 5. Your personality number, but personality number there is a 5. 5 is a 5-1 to make a 6. Now with that 5 there, you were out to go and explore freedom. You were part of your destiny, no matter who was around your family line, was for you to express freedom, explore it. Although you're asking here, why has it gone for so long? You were off. You were off on your merry travels. You were going off in your world to go and enjoy your life here. And it's important that you do get out there and enjoy that. Then we come to this heart number of yours, and that's interesting. This is a real strong part here to your character, because the one here is very much here about saying here in your life, Sometimes it's you on your own. It's you on your own, buddy. So sometimes you're thinking, where's family gone? Where is everybody? Where is everybody here? No, your numbers here give a karmic resonance here while you're going through this. Your life path this year is a 3. Is a 3 here. And as Venus is in Gemini and the moon's nodes are coming into Gemini, it is about talking about beliefs. It's about talking about what you're learning, what you're understanding. Saturn going retrograde with Pluto, really going back into the past to try and understand this. But your 3 says here, try to keep things light. Sometimes here we've got to let things go and we've got to go forwards, and that's the way we've got to go in our lives here. Is sometimes always asking here why for other people. It's their stuff. Where your stuff is concerned here, it is about moving on and moving forwards. Your 3 energy is about keeping your energy up here and going for it. So that's one of the first things I like to say to you here. And hopefully, Gonzo, that helps you out. I think your name is Magic Gonzo. Brilliant. No, sorry, we don't do jokes on here at all. No, it was interesting actually. I went into one of the superstores around here, and I bought a bottle of wine, and I got back in the house and I opened it at 7:10, and it says consumed by 2020, and so I finished it by 8 o'clock. Yes. Anyway, let's move on. Right. Okay. Now we come up to Claire McManus. Claire McManus. It sounds very Scottish indeed, but actually no, not at all. Right. Okay. Your date of birth is 20th of 6th, 1972. 72 here. Very young lady. And you're a 1, 8 to 9 in numerology. And I love the question here, because as soon as I hear the questions here, maybe because I love lyrics of songs and things like this here, but it's absolute magic. But she says here, should I stay or should I go? La 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 la. You know the rest of the words there. Should I stay or should I go? You ought to get one of those ball pointer things that go across the words, shouldn't we? Should I stay or should I go now? I can't remember. Brilliant song. Anyway. And your numbers there are 9s. Now, in your life here, it's crazy, isn't it? We like to get settled places. Oh, I'll just put my little carpet, my little rug down here. My little flying carpet. It'll take my hat off and open my sandwiches, and all of a sudden, that's it. You've got to get up and go again. Yes, this is just what it's like in your life here. Your 1 number here, which is your heart number. Your 1 is your heart number here. That's interesting because that is, hey, it's got to be about me. But that's not being selfish. You're just resonating on your energy. That's the way it's got to be here. And then your personality number is a number 8. Well, that's about power. So the 2 here are coming into power. But it's what you're doing through this life here is to go through change and change and change and change. Learn, adapt, work your way up. Wherever it is you've got to do, you've got to grow here. And then coming into this part of your life here, you're now what we call a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 12, but it converts into a 3. And this energy here it's still got that energy about, I've got to look after number 1. Your 2 energy, which is your heart number, is going to be interesting here because this is a year about meeting people and people's influence around you. So I think that's going to be pretty strong. Now your question here, should I stay or should I go? Well, let's look at it one way. First of all, should I stay? Because the answer to that will then give us, should I go? Okay, right. We ought to charge double, for these double meaning readings. Should I stay or should I go? Anyway, right. Anyway, Claire, I hope you're having a lovely evening. And she says, hola, yes, up there in Barcelona. Okay, right. Let's cut it back into 3 piles. We've got left, middle, right, and Claire. I'm going to go for the left. Okay, let's have a little look here. So 3 cards here. And okay, all right. Should I stay or should I said here, should you stay? Should you stay here? It's interesting here. I feel for a while, it's not going to be until around about September or October, maybe around those particular times, that your decision where you're going is going to be very clear. For a while here, you're going to feel a little bit up in the air. Hence your question here, should I stay or should I go? Because you're obviously not sure. But it's, or maybe not sure either, but what I pick up here, your decision about where you're going comes to you around the borders of September and October. And I'm actually hearing a lovely lady who's just joined me by the side here. She actually wants to let me know that she feels that there's a sense of family coming up in front for you, and a sense of warmth, and that you may feel here, yes, I'm going to sort of stay, but then I get a feeling here, no, you're on your way. You're right here. And so that's what I would say there. Now, it's interesting here as well, because I pick up this lovely lady here. There's a real spirit about you coming up this year, a real spirit of adventure and life and fun. I think it's going to fulfill your life this year so much. I think you just got to go and do it. And right, okay, so hopefully that answers your question there. So your question is, I think, is you'll be going, but it's going to be around September, October. But I think the opportunities to go come to you, and I think then you'll know what you're doing. There's a big clearer conscience here, and sometimes Saturn, Pluto going retrograde, this Gemini moon's nodes coming together here. We need to feel things. We need to understand, go back a little bit in our consciousness to understand, let things go, and away we go, where we go. But, oh, isn't that lovely? Big heart to you too. Big heart for my burger in case you're hungry. Burger, heart. Burger, heart. Anyway, right. And Irene says here, Irene, let's... right, the producer says, Cafe says, Irene from LA, Irene from LA, sure there's another song in there somewhere. Irene from LA, lovely to meet you, Irene. And the producer says here, give your date of birth with a favourite colour plus a question. If we don't get a chance to do it tonight, we can do this on Tuesday night, which will be at 9 o'clock in Spain. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the UK. And if we don't get a chance to do it at the end, which I'm sure we will do, and then we've also got the astrology show, the spiritual astrology show, which is on Wednesday mornings. But she'll be able to help you out there. Renee, but welcome to the show anyway. Okay, so those of you who haven't been on the show before, just give you a little rundown here. My name's Phil Griggs. I'm the host of the show here. And my wife, Deborah, is the producer. And I know that sometimes she's out there talking to a lot of you. And, yes, all right, yeah, sorry. Anyway, sorry, there's just so much talking going on there. And also just say thank you to my dear wife for this, and also thank you to you guys out there, because without you guys, this won't happen. It's lovely to see so many guys online. There's over 110 hearts. What are you guys like? Full of love tonight, full of love. Lovely to see it. But it's a show here which is light-hearted, it's spiritual. The first part here, we're talking about all your news, all the stuff you write through here. We get the spiritual wizard, and we'll also talk about astrology. And then this part of the show, we do your live readings. Okay, how's that? And Tuesday night is slightly different, and Wednesday is slightly different. But we love all the shows here. They're great fun. Anyway, okay, so we have a question here from a lovely lady called Susanna. And she was she's born on 28th 11th 1960. She's a 2-8 in numerology, and your card is the Magician. Your card you've got here for your life path here is so strong. Now, it's interesting here because power is yours. The only thing I pick up with this here is be careful what you wish for. And what we actually be mindful of here is that whatever you want in your life at the present time, be very clear. Make sure it's what you want. Because with a Magician card here, it's about you. If you're happier where you are, then you stay where you are. If you're moving because it suits everybody else and not being rude to anybody else at all, but it isn't right for you, then you've got to be clear with this, and hopefully that helps you. This is the question. It's not always about it, or you if you go that pathway. Ray Torn should move. Current house is yes, a current house is very spiritual, and it's something interesting, isn't it? Because you'll know if you're going to move when it's right to move, and if it's not right in the minute, you've got a lovely vibe there. You're almost thinking here, why would I want to move? That's and just tuning in here. Often find when I take my glasses off, the mediumship tends to come through a lot more. And I've got a gentleman here as well who's, I don't know if this is a soul brother or brother, but I've got a gentleman here, just says here the word brother to me, and he wants to come through for you. And he's saying at the moment here, would you understand the more talking that's got to go on? He's just saying to me here, the need to talk more. And I think that's where your answer will come in here. And I think that's where you'll get some understanding yourself here. The need to talk before you're going to do anything. So I think that's going to be an important part there. And hopefully, Susanna, that helps you. Okay, whistling on here, whistling on. We have Elena, and okay, so I think she must have been in the military. I think Elena was, I'm sorry, I think Elena was in the military. She's gone for the colour pink. No, that's not the military. No, but she's gone for the 21st of the 10th, 1958. That's still not the military. 279. And but her asking here, she asked for a general reading. Well, why not a major reading? Major reading, a colonel reading. She's gone for a general reading or a brigadier reading. Sorry. Okay, right. Okay, so 279, the card you've got is Hermit here. A lot of thinking yourself here, a lot of thinking. But you're guided by the spiritual light there. And actually just picking up on this and just picking up the energy coming around you. Would you understand here that you had a lovely, lovely, lovely grandmother who I believe, and actually she's telling me here, she didn't meet you. She didn't meet you here. But would you understand here your the grandmother here who was on your, I believe, on your father's side of the family, on your father's side here, because I've got this lovely lady coming through, but she just gave me a link that she didn't know you or didn't know you very well, and she wants to let me know here. She's saying here, it's interesting at the moment. What you're seeing at the moment is nothing. Not much action at all about anything, but that's not the problem. It's not the problem, she'd say here. She said, because coming up over the next few weeks or so, coming up into, I say to come up into July, I think your decisions about what you're doing, where you're going, are going to be made fairly quickly, or at least the opportunity to make them fairly quickly. Would you also understand here, as a 9 character, you're there to help other people, give to other people, understand other people's woes, be there for the lovely big shoulders. I mean, the shoulder pads must be like one of those American footballers, and but to have those shoulder pads there for people, because that 279 around you. Your 7 here just says, "Oh, I don't want to upset everybody. You know, I don't want to make waves. I want to do this here." But actually, your 7 here says, "But I've got feelings back here that I need to address." And this is one of the years I'd say to do it, because you're now in a personal year 8. So this energy around you now is about transferring and moving forwards and getting your life going in that respect. Now, let's have a quick look at this and just see if there's anything else I need to tell you on this here. And so again, so how are you all out there? Hey, it's lovely to say that loads of you there have actually said where you're from. You're running from LA and the places there. We love getting up to America. We also get people on from Australia and different places here. It's nice to know we getting a further reach. So welcome to you all. Welcome to you all. And also those in Spain and those in England and those everywhere else. Right. Okay. This is from the producer. She's a busy lady tonight, I tell you. Join Phil and Helen for a live readership on Tuesday, 12th of May, UK, 8 p.m. UK, 9 p.m. EU time here. I stumbled there because normally it's around the other way. There, right. Okay, Renee, just have a quick look here. I'm going to go for the right. And anything else I need to tell you here? Anything else I need to tell you, Elena? No, it really is about nothing going on at the minute. That's immediately for you to Renee, LA, Toronto, Canada. It's just you've got LA on the end. I guess it's an LA in Toronto. Anyway, right. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, and greetings to little old Guernsey. Yes, but just getting back to you there, Rennie. Sorry, Lenny. These cards are showing here at the moment. No action at the moment. And if you try to push anything, it's just going to go nowhere just yet. But it's thought, it's feeling, but also that 7 part here says here, I need to address this and maybe come up in front of you about July onwards is when I think some decisions will be made around you. That'll be pretty good. Right. Okie dokie dokie. Hopefully that helps. Helen says, my soul sister. Check it out now, soul sister. Check it out now. I think it was slightly different. Anyway, so this is Cafe Clairvoyance. You need a coffee or a beverage of some kind to just walk into the cafe and just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself here. Just enjoy. Yes, this is where we need to be. We also want to say greetings to everybody and Mary Zaka, Suzaka, is that right? Mary Zaka, I think I've got that right. Yes, no, she's laughing anyway. Good. Okay, so who we got next here? We've got Deb. Deb, good evening. Good evening, Deb. Let's welcome Deb onto the show. And for those of you who are in Canada today, let's give you a little. So you always needed one of them, didn't you? And what we also do here now, let's just close down that. Right, always a coffee, absolutely. I drink coffee all day, black coffee all day. Yes, drive everybody else mad. Right, okay. No, it's Mariska. Thank you very much for the breakdown in spelling there. This is, everybody, this is how to spell Mariska's name, or at least to say it. Say it here. It's Mariska. So we all know now. So Mariska, when you come back online again, thank you very much. We know how to say it's Mariska. And Karamina says, I got a honk. Would you like another one? Let's give you another little honk. There you go. And let's give it a little party noise to everybody in the UK. Yes. And where should we go now? Let's go and have a look. Oh, yes, because it's in the morning there for you lot. I think it is anyway. That's to get you up and get you going. All those, that's it. To Carmina and everyone else there. Let's get you going. And let's see what the producer's up to. Oh, she's so busy, that producer. Yes, what a good, fabulous show so far. Lovely to see you lovely people online. Now, we're coming up to 5-2. However, we're going to go a bit over because unfortunately we're late starting due to technical issues, but we keep on going here and just get through some of these here and chat to you people. Right. Okay, Deb. Deb is the colour, she's gone with the colour black. Okay, colour black. And she's 33-6. Your card here is the Lovers. Dun, dun, dun. The Lovers. You're in a personal year 7. Your question is, will my physical and emotional pain get better? Now, since you've gone for colour black, because the black doesn't necessarily mean that you're going into something, you're just going down into the black here. And I think it's Martin Luther King said a brilliant statement. It said, in the dark, you can see the stars. And I think that's a fabulous statement there, fabulous. So I think for you here, you're a 33. Now, for a 33, so 33-6, one of the things I'd say here is, and it's an interesting one here, would you understand, Deb, if I said to you, the need to talk, communicate, and keep busy? Keep busy. This sounds like, okay, what's it all about? It's because here, I would say here that your 33-6 is very much about communicating, but it's about coming from yourself. So sometimes here, I would say here, for instance, physical pain. Here's one technique here, because I work in pain therapy through hypnosis. One of the things I say here is to call your pain a name other than pain. Like it's called TED. So whatever it is, if it's that pain is in your knee, it's called TED. If, just saying there for instance, and it's emotional pain there, what about if you externalize that and put it out to the side of you, put it out there, saying actually it's not in me, it's out there, it's out there. So when I need to sometimes talk about it, think about it, it's out there, it's not in me. We're taking it out of ourselves a little bit. We're giving ourselves a bit of opportunity to heal, to love, and just feel that energy there. Your personal year 7, that's interesting because I would say here as well, this is very much a very spiritual card here, in which case if you're looking for healing, one of the things I say here is you're a great healer yourself, but also say here you can heal yourself too. And we can do this if we take on that consciousness to think, okay, Ted is out there somewhere, or I'd call him Ted. And the emotional pain is externalizing a little bit and seeing what it is. Maybe you've got to change the shape of it, for instance. Like if it's externalized, what shape is it? Maybe you want to change it into a different shape, which is more appealing, something you can relate to and actually nurture and actually understand why it's there. We can go on about this in a deep way here, but it's there. And it's interesting here because the Lovers card's there. And Renee, I will love your little comment here. She's gone, oh, the Lovers. Oh, the Lovers. I mean, Renee, you're not one of these ones who spread gossip now, are you? are you? Now, we don't do gossip here. Definitely don't do gossip with anybody. No, we do rumours, but not gossip. Anyway, so Helen's laughing and so is Camilla. So good. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it all. Right, but the lovers here is also about here people that are around you. They're not necessarily just lovers, but people that you love. People that you love here, you need around you. Surround yourself with positive people, happy people who lift your spirits. We try to do that here. So hopefully that is there. Love is in the air. Honestly, you lot just get so carried away. Mary Shuka. Did we get that right? I'll just go back there and just quickly check out that. I think we did. Marishka says, love is in the air. It's 2 p.m. in Toronto. Okay, a bit later. A bit too late then for the crow. He's a bit overdue. And okay, so that's dead there. Now let's. God, producers just throwing out these details tonight. Angelina, very good evening to you, Angelina, wherever you are there in the world. And Mariska said, yay, we got it right. Okay, so there you go. Mariska, this is Mariska. Meet Mariska, everybody. This is Mariska. And Renee says it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I love your picture there. I'm just trying to decipher what it is. Anyway, right. Angelina, you've gone for colour rose gold. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely there. And what have we got here? The producers out there saying hello to everybody. Busy lady out there. We've got rose gold. We've got 24/6 numerology. And personal year 8. Your personal year card is strength. And anything from nan and granddad, uncle or daughter. Angelina, let's work on this. There's your card there, which is about strength. If you could read, if that's back to front, do apologise, but it says strength. It's about connecting with yourself here. Now, if I start connecting with you here, Angelina, the first things I want to say here is I want to talk about a bicycle. I want to talk about a gentleman who used to love his bike. Here. I've got his bike coming through. And also here, I want to talk about here, I've got a lady here just putting flowers in my face. I think she must have worked with flowers, done something with flowers here, Angelina, if you'd understand that. But I got loads of flowers here. It's almost like it's quite funny, but I got hysterical ones over here. Really funny. Now, if I go up to the generation above you, which would be uncle or daughter, if I go up to your daughter, if you go up to your uncle here, I've got all this. But I've also, would you understand here the singing, please? I'm hearing singing. I'm hearing a lot of good noise around you. And would you also understand as well, please, that you are very aware they are there, Angelina. And would you also understand here that you can work as a medium yourself? Yeah. That's right. Work as a medium yourself here. So this is what I'm picking up here. And also here, I get a feeling here. Would you understand here that in your lounge area of your house is mainly where you feel the activity of a spirit world coming through? And also here, I'd also like to feel and sense here to say to you, they all love you from over there. I've also got animals. I've got rivers. Now the rivers were physical places where they used to live, physical places. And I also want to talk about flats somewhere. I'm looking at flats. I'm looking up at flats. They're telling me, and I also want to look at here that there is a lady's there named. Someone's there beginning with S. S here. I'm just trying to get the rest of the name. But a very, very lovely people. And would you understand here that some of your family, especially if we go to Nans, I pick up more on this particular site here, who they really didn't want to share too much about their lives to do with their health. They almost took it on and said, well, when you're gone, that's it. There's no real emotion on that side. Not emotions, they don't care for you. They just say, well, that's it, that's the way it goes, and off you go. And Bob's your uncle, so to speak. But I just get that energy for them. They're very lovely, lovely people over there. And I'm picking up the reading, and I want to talk to you about the writing, Angelina, the writing. Now, it's interesting here. Would you understand as well about you thinking about taking up a new business, please? A new business. And yes, a new business here. Now, and that's one of the energies I pick up here. I'm just feeling here. I don't know why here, but I'm just feeling here from the spirit world to do with a younger girl here. Could well be your daughter. I'm not saying she is, but I've got a younger girl. But what you understand is something wrong with the physical body down one side. Because I've got something wrong with the physical body down wrong side here, which is one of the reasons why I think she went over. And but I just get this lovely, lovely feeling here to tell you that they're all watching you, but they are saying here that they're like opening a new book in front of you for your next chapter of your life in front of you. And I think as well here, I get the feeling that you've moved on mostly in the physical world down here, especially where relationships were concerned, for you to move on to go and be a bit happy yourself. So good news there. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. And right, okay. Now, okay, Ready says, what is the producer doing? She is actually working in the background to make sure that everybody's communicating with each other. You'll see here there's, my God, 121 hearts, 62 laughs, 2 O's, 72 thumbs up, and loads of you online here. But she is very much here to make sure the show runs smoothly in the background, especially by getting it out there to the various sources, because otherwise it just doesn't work. So I can't do this without my producer wife. But I know that she's out there, and I just want to say a big, 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 big round of applause to her. Yeah. And all the talking she's doing, and to you guys, a little bit of a love the hair, loving the hair. I know it's super long. Don't go on there. Don't go on there. I will. I'm probably going to be visiting one of these very soon. There you go. Yes. You hear that in the background there. That's the hairdresser. The hairdresser's out there now, just cutting everybody's hair. I'm going to get mine cut soon. Anyway, right. So you guys out there, absolutely. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. We absolutely love you being on. We're going to be on Tuesday night. That's a show not to be missed, where my good friend Helen. In fact, Helen knows her very much there. And Irene, glad you're enjoying it. Really, really nice to meet you. It's always lovely to meet new people. And Helen pulls the show together, and the producer says, thank you, Helen. So that's lovely. Now, I'm working with Helen on Tuesday nights, and she's a medium. The pair of us work together there, and we have a great, great time. Now, this, guys, is what you need to do. I need to introduce here. Now, we've got 3 dragons. 3 lovely little dragons. Now, I mean, you probably know some dragons, don't you? Probably not like these dragons, but yes, you know dragons. Perhaps anybody, anyway, needs to know this, okay? So, yes, do you see that there? Subscribe to the show. So like the page, share it. We can't do these shows until you share it. And if you've loved it, you like it as much as we like producing it, then please get that out there. Over the next coming weeks, you'll find loads of stuff is coming through. Love this. Love it. My ex-mother-in-law is a dragon. Oh, fantastic. I just love the comments we get back like this. So that's good. And we're all still saying hello to everybody who's still coming on the show. Absolutely fabulous. But anyway, for the producer and myself here, we just want to say it's been absolutely fabulous seeing you all. And we would just like to say a big thank you to you. Without you guys, we can't make it work. But we just want to say a big thank you. And see you on Tuesday night. As I say here, that's 9 p.m. Spain time, and 8 p.m. in the UK. And wherever you are in Canada there, yes, hopefully that helps. But everyone there, see you next time here. Karen, hopefully that helped you out there regarding the questions to do with spirituality. Gail, thank you for me, and see you very soon. But we absolutely love seeing you. You take care. Don't forget, love or a burger. It's one or two. Love a burger. That's it. Okay, you take care. Cheerio.